This is what the self-clean button on an oven does. Check it out. Hello everyone, I'm Ryan. My channel is Silly Reviews. Today, I'll be giving you some information about what may be mysterious to you if you've never used it before, which is the self-cleaning mode, the self-cleaning feature on your oven. It's equipped on a lot of ovens, not all ovens. Some people don't like to have that feature and don't like to use that feature. I'll tell you why later. But if you've never used the self-cleaning oven feature and you look inside your oven like we did and we had some drippings building up over time, we wanted to avoid using oven off and different chemicals to get in there and scrub. It may make it scratch up the surface and things like that. Not fun to breathe in as well. You may want to use that self-clean feature, but if you've never used it before, it may be a mystery to you. To sum it up, basically what it's going to do, it's going to superheat your oven. You're going to set that mode. It's going to lock. The door is going to lock and it's going to go through its process. What'll happen is it could get up to like 900 degrees, give or take. Some ovens I've read get to 1,000 degrees. So you've got kind of a crematorium going on in your home, in your kitchen, inside of your oven. What it's going to do, any kind of drippings, crumbs, grease that's in that oven is going to bake at these super duper high heats for an extended period of time. Check your manual for exactly how to prep and do everything for your self-clean mode. This is just my experience, and it has been the same across multiple ovens over my lifetime. But after an hour, 2 hours or so, maybe three one, not exactly sure how long it's going to take, but over some time with that kind of incredible heat, there isn't a crumb or grease or wetness or anything in there that can survive. And it basically just vanishes. Oof. And during that process, you will see some smoke emanating. You're leaving your oven. It'll come out the bottom a little bit. It'll come out the door a little bit. It'll come out the top and the back a little bit. That might freak you out. It's normal.
Calm down.
It's just any kind of dirt, any kind of grease in there is cooking off. It's going to be a patience thing. And also make sure you can be home while this is running. You don't want to leave. Look how hot that daddy's getting. Woo, red hot. Woo. You don't want to leave. You want to be able to keep an eye on this, keep a nose on this. In all likelihood, your smoke detector is going to go off. Beep, beep. A lot of people will disable their smoke detectors, or at least the one closest to the kitchen, because of the little bit of smoke that's going to come out. Could be more, depending on how filthy and dirty your oven is. Make sure you do not leave this unattended. I mean, yeah, sure, you could probably go, use the restroom, drop a deuce or something, but you want to be able to smell what's going on, see what's going on, hear what's going on, because you've got something in your house that's getting up to 1,000 degrees. It's kind of crazy. Make sure you take those racks out. Make sure you take anything else out that's not just the bare bones oven and elements in there. Now, I take extra precautions with everything. Safety first. I have a fire extinguisher ready. And then to deal with the smoky smell, you don't want to do this in the summer or when it's hot because you really don't want your air conditioner running, because it's going to suck in that smell into your AC filter. And you don't want it to be summertime and not running the AC, because your whole house will be an oven at that point. So that's some things to keep in mind. Reasons why people don't like to use the self-clean feature is because many people believe that the elements shouldn't be subjected to such intense heat, and it'll lead to an earlier failure of your elements, your components of your oven. Check out my setup here to get some exhaust going. Not only do I have the overhead exhaust going above the oven, but we have a big fan blowing that air to a little fan blowing it out the windows, so any little squirrels out there can suck on some of those burnt up fumes. Okay, it's going to be a patience thing.
Try to relax.
You're gonna wait for it. You're gonna watch it. If you're like me, you're gonna be nervous the whole time because you really don't want anything to go wrong. And I'll revisit what I said about people who don't like to use the self-clean feature because they believe it shortens the life of the oven. This was part of a prepping process to leave a house that was rented, and the landlord was a real jerk. So if his oven stops working sooner because I use the self-clean feature, whatever. So that's just kind of how that game goes. But then you're going to reach, once it's done superheating during your self-clean, you can see here it says cool. It's going to do a cool down. It's going to stay locked, okay? Respect the lock. Don't interrupt the process. And eventually, it'll get to the end point. You'll be excited. Hopefully you took that time to scrub up your racks and make them real nice and everything. You had all that time. You could have cleaned the kitchen, done all kinds of things. multitask. But pretty incredible. When you open the door, everything's gone. And it's just so freaking clean. Now, when everything is safe and cooled down, you might have just a little bit of dust in there. And that's not grandma, okay? That's just some of your old food. But you go ahead and get in there with a little wet towel, microfiber or something, wipe it up. Also, the glass door is not going to magically become streak free. So you'll want to take and boop-bop a little microfiber and water, or a little something, vinegar maybe, on that window. Well, here's your before. Pretty dirty, not too bad, but your after just looks amazing. Like I said, just get in there after when it's cooled down with a wet towel, wipe up any little bits of ash, and you're good to go.
Like, subscribe, share.